Hi everyone. Today we will continue our AI learning journey, and today is day 15, and in this video we will try to understand PCA and dimensionality reduction. So PCA means principal component analysis. So in this video we will try to understand this concept and how to implement the same in programming way. Until now we had learned lot of things like data cleaning, feature engineering, regression, classification and clustering. But today we will learn how to reduce data complexity while keeping most of the information. This is exactly means PCA does. So in short, PCA, what is the purpose of PCA is how to reduce data complexity while keeping most of the information. In short, how to reduce data complexity. This is a kind of PCA. So the goal of today's video means what we cover. First, we just try to understand dimensionality reduction. Then we clear the concept like PCA basics. Then we reduce the feature intelligently. And next topic is like visualize high dimensional data. So this is the agenda of today's video. Now we just quickly understand why PCA exists, why it's required. Just imagine we have a table, and in that table we have a one record like 25, age is a 25, experience is a 2, salary is a something, bonus is this, and performance is a good. Now just imagine, suppose this table having hundred of columns or thousands of columns or 5,000s of columns. Then there is a very means we are facing very difficulties to fetch the data, right? So what problems we are facing, like slower training, more memory usage, harder visualization and more noise. Means we are facing lot of difficulties to handle this data or fetch the data. So we just take a one real world example. Just consider customer age and years of experience. These are often related. So instead of storing both separately, PCA can create experience score that capture most information. So in short, PCA just separate the things. In short, normalization. In SQL, we have a one concept like normalization. So in similar way, uh, in short, PCA works. Just normalize the data. Just reduce the data complexity. Okay. Now we just try to understand how it's implement using programming. So let's see. We just move to part one. First, we need to import some libraries. So I'm just inside the GitHub. So which library we need to import? So here, pandas, matplotlib, decomposition. So this is our required library, like a decomposition import PCA, and this is a standard scalar for processing purpose. Okay, now we need to create a dataset. For dataset creation, we just take one example like this. So this in we just prepare a dataset like hours, marks and attendance, and we just use a data frame to, we just pass this data to data frame and we just try to print this. So first we just execute this what it's showing. Let's see. I just run this. See here it's showing like a list kind of data. Whatever we pass, it's showing the same data in data frame. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to 5, it's showing data, and for example, for 4, 5, 0, 5, 5, 7, 0, only 5 data it's showing, right? And similar this one. Now we just move to scale data. This is our part 3, and now PCA work best when data is scaled. Now we just try to scale the data. For that reason, we already import the related library, and here we just use standard scalar, and using scalar we just fit the transform. Okay, now we need to apply the PCA. So when we apply the PCA, it just reduce 3 features into 2 features. For example, PCA and components is equal to 2. Okay, for example, we just try to apply this. So this is a PCA. How we apply this PCA object? PCA, inside that we just add a n components is equal to 2. We just reduce the data PCA dot fit transform, and we just pass whatever we have, scale the data that we just pass over here, and we just see this is a before apply the PCA. Now we just apply the PCA. Let's see. See, in this way PCA works. For example, this is our normal data, and in this way when we apply the PCA, then data is reduced. What happened? See, originally, now we just try to understand what is this. Okay, so first if you see, originally we just list the hours, marks and attendance. There are 3 dimensions, right? Now PC1 and PC2 we have a 2 dimensions. If you see here, we have a 2 dimension. Okay, so we have a total 8 values. For that reason it's showing total 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have total 8 values it's displayed, but dimension is a 2. Okay, like a key value pair. Now in part 5 we just create a PCA data frame. So how it's create, let's see. We just try to create. So PCA df, we just add data frame, and reduce data and column PC1 and PC2, and we just print this. Let's see what happened. Now we just add PC 2 columns like PC1 and PC2, and we just try to reduce the data. So here first we display the 8. Now we just reduce and implement only 5, like this. Okay, now in part 6 we just try to visualize this data. How visualize this? So in part 6 we just try to visualize this data. To visualize the data we need to use scatter, and we need to pass our PC1 and PC2, and here we just label kind of thing, like principal component, component 1, 2, and PCA visualization and PLT show. So let's see, we just try to execute this and see, this is a PCA visualization, how it's look like. See, there are total 8 values we have, and 8 dot are showing over there. Okay, so this is a visualize the PCA. Now in part 7 we just try to understand explained variance. So most important part is like in 7, like we just try to print this experience variance, print PCA explained variance. What is this? Let's see. And here we are we we just display over there like a variance. Okay, for example 9504, and here it's showing like this. So as per your data it's showing. So meaning, what is the meaning of that? So PC1 capture 95% information and PC2 capture 4% information. So total 99% information is written. Okay, so this is a how PCA is works. So first what we did over there, so first we just create data set, then we just create a data frame, then scalar object, and we just apply the PCA, and based on these two columns we just display and visualize this PCA visualization. So total we have 8 values, and this is display look, means it's look like this. Okay, so this is a program for PCA, how to implement this PCA in programming. So you just create a one Google Colab notebook and just try to execute this overall program. This is a basic kind of thing, and just we just try to understand what is mean by PCA and how it's implemented in programming way. Okay, you just try to execute this, just try to learn this how it's work, and uh, just understand the concept. Okay, now we just move to our very important internal question, like what is meant by PCA. So PCA is nothing but it's a kind of a dimensionality reduction technique that transform your data into few features while preserving maximum variance information. Means it's kind of a just techniques like transform your data, segregate your data. Okay, and real AI use is like a what is the real AI use for PCA? PCA is mostly used in face recognition, image compression, fraud detection, recommendation system, data visualization. So for this purpose, we just use PCA. Okay, and one more important concept is like PCA does not select any column; it just create a new feature. Okay, for example called principal component. So this is a one important thing, like PCA does not select the column, it's just create a new feature. And another thing is like what is a real AI engineer insights for a large data set where we have thousands features and 50 PCA component, the training becomes like faster, less noisy, and more efficient. Okay, so this is a real AI engineer insights. So this is a our PCA concept. I hope you understand little bit, and when you just try to implement this program and just try to read the basic theory, then definitely you just understand the basic concept of PCA. Okay, just try to go through this blog, just try to understand the concept, what is mean by PCA, how it's implemented, the basic purpose is like to reduce the data complexity, nothing else. Okay, and here at the end, we what we covered in this video, like we try to understand the PCA, reduce data dimension, visualize our transform data. Okay, and at the last, we also provide a GitHub link. So when you open this GitHub link, you can just copy the program which is helpful to execute, and inside the Google Colab you can just create a notebook and just try to execute this program and just try to understand it. Here GitHub link is also added at the end of the blog. I will share this blog in video description. I just request you just go through this blog, just try to understand the concept of PCA, what, why it's required, okay, and what is the purpose of this concept. Okay, so this is our day 15 journey. I hope you understand. I hope you like the video. Thank you guys.